KC, what's up, man? Nick Fisher here with Couch 33 Toyota, and I have the team with me because this isn't just a one-person thing. So, again, you know me. This is Jason Gaston.
How you doing?
Carl Isaac.
And Caitlin Service.
So we have the team together, and I know I promised you a video today. And as I walked back to the shop, we didn't stage these things. We have a Tacoma that's ready, finishing up a couple things here. That's what we would consider one of our mild builds. We have one of our bigger Tacoma builds over here, which is about a $12,000 job of accessories. The truck before that was about $6,000. Ironically enough, we have one of our vehicles we built last year. That vehicle has close to $30,000 of accessories on it that we put on it from brand new. So it's nice to see them come back to us. But I really just wanted to highlight what our team kind of looks like. It's exciting. We do have the new 4Runner back here. So we have the final of the 5 brothers all together. And this is a year we're really about to take off again now that we have vehicles back in stock. I did pass the torch to Jason Gaston, who's really done a great job with doing our accessories, leading the team. So Jason, kind of kick off what you've been looking at this year so far.
Yeah, so I'm real excited to be able to kind of build these outfits. We do anything from, everything from just wheels, tires, to full builds like Nick mentioned, and then also we do smart caps. But it's all about offsets. You want to make sure that when you build these vehicles, you have the correct, the best offset. If you take a look at this build over here, if you notice, we actually did extended fender flares. So we actually used a 0 offset on that one. And then if you look at this build over here, we actually did a 25 plus 25 offset on that one. We actually collaborate with a lot of other vendors. We use the Toyota catalog as well, but we also add a lot of, we use a lot of additional vendors, such as like Baja Designs. If you take a look at the lighting over here, we have winches, Prinsu, like CBI, Rome, storage boxes. I mean, we can pretty much do anything that you want to do.
And I think the big thing, Jay, is when we started this, my mindset always was, it's a Toyota, so only the best parts go on a Toyota.
Yes.
I think what's cool with Toyota, I see us recognizing the off-road community, and you recognize the good brands and you put them in your catalog. So that's a big deal, and it's a step in the right direction, and it's what people want, you know? So we really look at what happens when we go out on the trail, because we do trail rides, and we want to make sure it performs, that it's up to the job of what we needed to do when we're off-road, right? The other thing that's special about this store is service is involved, right? Service and sales works together really closely. Brad and I worked together at our previous dealership. We recruited him up here. Caitlin and I are together all the time. She's our service manager and helps make sure this works. But there's people that are passionate about what we're actually doing, and they live it. We all have vehicles that are built. We all go out in the trails with the community. So none of us are faking it, and that makes all the difference. With Carl, kind of tell your story on how you ended up here.
Hey, I'm Carl Isaac. I started up in New York. I've been off-roading and wheeling for about 8-9 years. I drive a Toyota FJ Cruiser. I have been a Toyota technician for about 13 years, and the last 8 years of that, I've been doing off-road builds such as suspension lifts, armor, just customization, whether it's electronics, lights, anything that you pretty much wish to put on your vehicle. I've kind of been the guy to do that, and it's just been a pleasure. I met these guys off-roading at one of their off-road events, saw what they were into, and immediately found Nick and asked him about the dealership and asked to make that connection with it. So it's now a pleasure to see all these vehicles pretty much that I've spent extensive time and just effort putting together and having come out the way that they are coming out. So it has been a pleasure.
And how about you, Brad? How many vehicles have you seen through here? Some of your story. You've been out with us on the trails, and you've also been here.
So I started mine, journey down at different Toyota dealership with Nick on my own personal vehicle. And then I saw them up here doing it as a dealership. So I was like, wow, I can combine pleasure and work together. So then I moved up here, took the jump up here. And so I did a lot of the builds, dozens of builds, from simple, just customer wanted off-road tires with different wheels, to $50,000 build, front to back.
It's true.
So, seen it all, do it all. Now I'm in charge of the shop, so I get to have a hand in everything that goes through here instead of just what I personally touch. So that's kind of nice, kind of teaching my ways to not only Carl, but a few of the other guys that have become interested in it.
Yeah, and I think the cool thing is people just want a vehicle that stands out. That's a big thing that Jay focuses on. I get a little caught up on the off-road side of it, but people just like something that looks different, right? We're used to seeing 4Runners all over the road. Tacomas are everywhere, but you kind of want that one where you walk away from and you're like looking at it as you're locking it up. Like, that's my car, right? So it builds an identity, and I think Jay does a great job of creating that excitement. And then Caitlin, last but not least, your perspective over the years, because we worked very closely together on this, and we wouldn't be here without your support.
So I actually met Brad and Carl both at our grassroots events, which is something that has come from a lot of the off-road community. Everybody's a really great partner. They're very, very, very generous individuals, and that brought a lot of our retail builds to us, I think, in the very, very beginning, before we really took a dive, and I think, like they mentioned, went mild to wild on some of our upfit units, and went against the grain and the norm of what I think dealers don't do enough of. And those grassroots events certainly, again, brought attraction to people that weren't in the area, technicians and other employees alike. Not to mention, over the last 5 years, we've raised well over $100,000 with the help of the off-road community, in just people that we've met over the years on our excursions, our off-road events, to come in and really make a difference in our local community. I think we're up to 7 or 8 different charities at this point, and the off-road community never doubts to show up. It's a really wonderful opportunity to bring into the dealership. It's not something I think many people think of when they think of dealership and upfits. Everybody's talking about warranties and what it does, but I think we've definitely broke the mold as a dealer and as a group and as a team, and it's just really exciting, and it brings a whole new level of opportunity to your service and sales departments if you work together, and it's just awesome. So 10 out of 10 recommend.
We're excited for the rest of this year. Like I said, we have the last of the 5 brothers here with us. The 4Runner is going to be phenomenal. The Land Cruiser's been super exciting. I mean, I hate to say it, but the vehicle just doesn't look right until it has the bigger wheels and tires on it. And our customers just appreciate that they can get it from new the way they want it. And they have the support of people that know what they're doing. None of us are doing this for pretend. We all love it. We enjoy it. And it's a place to come. So we love Toyota's support here. And then in closing, we'll just do a couple pans of these last couple vehicles. And I will be touching base with you soon, Casey. Always good to hear from you, brother. Those lights on the front. It's been exciting that Toyota's really done a lot of following on the overland off-road community, because they've redesigned these trucks to actually fit a larger wheel and tire without major modifications, no need for cab mount chops. So all that engineering is really appreciated, and it makes it a cleaner transition to an upgrade where you're not having issues with rubbing and things like that, because that's something that can really upset a customer if you don't do it right. But Toyota's made it a lot easier to do, and the trucks just look amazing when they're done. So that's all. Thanks again, brother. We'll talk to you soon.